Music is my religion. This is how my brain works. This is what I'm doing with my life. Even if I got a normal job working in an office, I was still going to be obsessed with music. My name is Nicki Ricci. I am a record fanatic. I just have to find new music all the time. I've worked at a record store. I've worked at venues. I've done box office at venues. I've managed venues, stage managed. I've sold merch at venues. I'm just obsessed with music. Welcome to my record collection. I just moved, so this is the current iteration of it. I will listen to my favorite song 20 times in a row, and then I will then become tired of it. And so something naturally makes me want to find music more. Or if I like a song, I want to find more music that sounds like this song. I used to separate it by genre, by, rock, pop, hip hop, all of that. But then I decided they're in my brain all together. So I'm going to put them all together. Over here are my various artists. Soundtracks right here, even video game soundtracks. And then it goes into compilations. And compilations are by genre. I've got like Latin American, funk, blues, stuff like that. And then goes to country. Then we go into Memphis. I put Memphis as a genre. This is a photo of my great grandma, and she is sitting next to her favorite customer, Elvis. My great-grandma Noni and my great-grandfather, they had a motel and a restaurant. It was called Albert's Cabins. When the Colonel and Elvis used to have meetings in the family restaurant, Elvis never ordered anything at all, and my grandma would bother him, and she was like, I will make you literally whatever you ask for. And he asked for a fried peanut butter and banana sandwich. So, yeah, she made it for him, and that became his meal whenever he came in with the Colonel. When I first heard this record, I was working at a record store. And anytime I put it on, I would immediately sell it. It's the early Sub Pop days, so the production's not the same quality as it would be today. And it is a genuine record. It's a second pressing bleach, and it's pretty cool. I sold merch for MJ Linderman. I got the crazy Tess prints. I gotta hang those up. When I listen to a song, something about the music lining up, the lyrics lining up, when it all works together, it's like my brain just goes crazy and I get all these fireworks. I will instantly be reminded of the first time I found that album or the person who gave me that music. And that's how I connect to things, and that's how things connect in my brain. When I first moved to Nashville, I was working temp jobs. I was making money, but I was still unhappy. And I was at this point where I just had this epiphany when I was laying in my bed, kind of feeling depressed of like, I moved to this town to be in music. Like, I have to get back on track. The next week, I was selling merch for an artist, and her tour manager came up to me and was like, hey, do you want to go on the road? And I was like, yes, I want to go on the road. So this is me, my friend Tessa, and Jess. They were on my first tour ever. And Tessa was my best friend. Jess was the drummer. We seriously had one of the best times on our first tour. I am a fan. And so I get to be a fan with the fans, which makes my job super enjoyable. I love selling merch for that reason. Being the merch seller, you are the person connecting the fan to the artist. Like, I'm on the bus, and I'm also with the fans. I toured about 7 or 8 months this year. Yeah, 7 or 8 months of touring. Yeah, it's a lot. Some people tour every month of the year. It feels exhausting. It feels kind of manic. It's very dysregulating. I made my hobby my way to pay bills, which kind of kills the passion a little bit. It's hidden it and it's put it in a different place. And so I have recently gotten back into my love of music, which my first love is record collecting. This one is Lance LeGault. Lance LeGault led this troubadour lifestyle that Elvis couldn't lead because he was way too famous. And so Elvis loved that and kept Lance around. And Lance was his body double for movies and stuff. And it's kind of crazy. That's Elvis's muse right there. Not a lot of people know about that. The first record in my collection is Dolly Parton, Love is Like a Butterfly. The record I'm currently most excited about is Glorilla. A record I wish I could listen to again for the first time is Blind Al Wilson. The record I'm grabbing if there's a fire is Blonde by Frank Ocean or No Name by Jack White. A record that more people should know about is Breakfast Special by Pete Wingfield. The weirdest record in my collection is Music to Lure Pigeons by The Night Pastor and Seven Friends. The record that I want to have with me on a desert island is Otis Redding's The Dock of the Bay. I have been dealing with burnout, but I'm on the other side of it. I've been going through my records again, I've been buying more records, I've been setting up DJ gigs. When I'm sharing music with someone, it's because I feel like they would be a better person after hearing it. When I share music, it's an act of love.